Hello, gorgeous. It is Lala Kent. Welcome back to the Give Them Lala podcast. I'm so excited because I have a freaking icon on the pod today. Teresa Giudice. Do you still go by Giudice, Tree?
Yes, I do.
Well, welcome to my pod.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be on your podcast. Thank you.
So a lot of people said they wrote in questions, which I'll ask you on the bonus, but some people were like, how did you guys become good after what you said X, Y, and Z? And I'm like, I call you a gangster, Teresa, because not many women could go through what you've gone through and truly come out on top. And I'm not just saying that. I've had these conversations with people, whether I'm sitting in front of you or behind your back, no mic, no camera. I really, really admire the person that you are. And I think watching your girls is a true testament to who you are as a person. So I want to first say thank you for hearing me out when I wrote you that DM. I say things and they come across in a way that was never my intent. And I feel like you and I bonded over that DM and you were so gracious and kind. So I just wanted to say thank you for that.
Yeah, no, and then I think, and then we use the same hairdresser, Lena.
Yes, Lena.
Yeah, and then I think Lena said to you, I think you maybe you misunderstood Teresa or whatever. She's like, I think you guys would get along, and then so I'm glad you listened to her. And yeah, listen, we all have our perception. Like when we see someone, we think the person's this way, but they're really not that way. Or you hear things from other people, or maybe if you watch the show, then you think of, oh, that person's this way. But I always say, never judge. Always open up the book, read the book first, get to know the person, and then make your decision,
There was a comment that someone had written in and they said, I would like to know, because, for the outside world, they feel that they know you, the ins and outs. Like, it's almost like they think you're a robot who you only come to when a camera turns on, and then you don't exist after that, right? You're here strictly to entertain. They were wondering, you're one way on Housewives and then a different way on House of Villains, which, by the way, people are loving House of Villains this season. So congratulations on that. What do you attribute that to? Would you say it's production? Do you think it's you're around a different group of people, maybe a combo?
Yeah, obviously if they watch season 1 and season 2, I think if everybody, somebody made a good point. This is what they said to me. If everybody would watch Housewives, like all of the seasons currently and this time, because now don't forget, I've been on TV 17 years now.
It's incredible.
Yeah. So if everybody would watch the show now and see and watch it really about what actually happened. I did season 1, season 2. It's Teresa from House of Villains. Then you get season 3 that all of a sudden my family comes on the show. Like Lala behind my back. Like this was my first cousin and my sister-in-law married to my brother that I was getting along with at the time. Listen, and then I think my brother had Melissa in his ear, like, I can't believe your sister's on a TV show, not putting us on it. And it's like, it wasn't about them. It was about me. It was like, that was
Right.
my job at the time. And she kept being in my brother's ear, like saying, your sister's not putting us on TV. It wasn't about my family. And I never wanted it to be about my family. It was like, it was about the Manzos and Larita's family. Like,
Right.
It was 2 sisters and a sister-in-law. Never in a million years, like if my brother and Melissa were on that show first, I would have never done what they did to me. Like I would have never gone on the show and trashed our family the way they did, because now we don't speak anymore. And it's not because, people look at it. And then obviously I don't even know. I never watched once they came on the show, I stopped watching it, because if I would have watched it, the wars that would have happened in our family. First of all, I think Bravo should thank me for not watching it, because if I would have watched it, we would have never continued. So it's better I didn't watch it, because if I would have watched it, we would have never continued. What happened now? We're not speaking. That's it. It's done. Look, now we're on pause.
How do you feel about being on pause? Has it been a nice break?
Well, we needed a change because obviously it couldn't continue the way it was going.
Right.
I have. And the reason why I'm different is because everyone's always coming for Teresa Giudice. That's why. So I'm always on the defense, trying to defend myself because everyone's always trying to hurt me and now the person I love, and like,
That would be extremely hard. And I haven't gone through, I mean, I've been through my fair share on reality TV, but I think, Teresa, from my perspective, you are truly a household name now. And I think when people come onto the show and it's your house, they think if they try to dethrone you, it can then become their house.
correct.
And if they come for you, they have a chance in their mind of making it their own house. But I think they're written about, people like attention, whether it's negative or positive. And you're
Right.
the key to the attention.
Exactly. And everybody knows that. So you come for
Everybody knows
Teresa.
that.
Yeah, you come for Teresa, you get a storyline.
100%.
And listen, I have I'm still standing, that was my second memoir, Standing Strong. So yeah, everyone tries to dethrone me and they keep trying, but thank God I'm still standing. So, and obviously they played the game all wrong because now we are on pause and it's gotten really dirty and disgusting. And, so I'm glad. Look, they asked, I'm sure they're kicking themselves for, what they did. Margaret speaking to someone from Louis' past, even my brother. It's like crazy. If you would know actually the things that really happened, your mind would spin.
And I'm not going to share your story, but I have heard from other people who, no one has ever shared exactly, but they've said similar things to that, like if you only knew. And
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, is there any version if Melissa and Joe came to you and took accountability, would there ever be a gray that you guys could meet in and have at least be okay with each other? You don't need to be spending
No,
holidays. That ship has
no.
sailed.
Yeah, you know what, Lala? Because it's been over 10 years and like, come on, it's been so long. It's I just, I'm better. I just feel at peace now without them in my life. And it's listen, I'd rather forgive a stranger because a stranger, they're not your family. But when your own family fucks you so hard that
Yeah.
you're there's no coming back from that. And it's I didn't think that my brother would do what he did to me. And it's here I am so happy I meet this guy that he knew I was so happy when I met Louis. And it's and then he was the one that introduced them on the show. I didn't even want to introduce Louis. I was trying to keep him on a down low,
Right.
and I didn't know my brother was going to do the same thing that he did with my ex, do the same thing with Louis. I did not expect that. I even told Louis, watch the show because because Louis is so smart and I wanted him to be aware of what my brother did in the past. So I
Okay.
wanted him to watch the show but Louis didn't. I mean, he said he watched a little bit of it, but he said he wanted to give my brother the benefit of the doubt and he really didn't go into it like that. He didn't want to have any he didn't want to presume any, any
Yeah.
perception or
I feel like that's a
anything.
guy thing to do because I would do the same thing. I would just say, that's a show. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
And he
just,
did because
yeah,
he was my brother.
not the right
He's
one.
that's your brother. He's I didn't want to do that. And I'm but, and he, because I see how Louis is with his sisters. He's not like that. But I'm my brother's not like you. I see the difference. Louis and the way he is with his sisters is not the way my brother is with me.
Do you think that if your parents were still here, that it would have gotten this bad, or do you think that they would have been able to fix it and intervene?
No, I mean, I think if my parents were still here, I know my dad would have loved Louis. They would have adored Louis, because he always says he wishes he would have met my parents, and I know my dad would. I mean, maybe my brother would have kept his mouth shut and not have done anything like that he did. And yeah, I think because I don't know, who knows.
Right.
I mean, look, he ruined his own son's christening. He started screaming at his son's christening. I mean, that was a shocker to us, to our whole family when he
Yeah.
when I went up to him and I said, congratulations. And then he told me to get out of his face. I was like, what? Like, why'd you invite me then? So you did that for camera. You did that. Like, why did you invite me then?
That would make sense. We get Teresa there. It's 100% being covered. If, everyone knows this.
But imagine that's your brother.
By the way, I can't imagine, Teresa, because I think of me and Easton, my brother, who is obviously sitting right here.
Hi. I didn't know
and
that.
I'm like,
how are you?
I'm like, I always wonder how it can get so bad, because I'm sure you didn't think it would ever be like this. When you're like kicking it with your brother, you're single, he's single, you guys are in
we
school
were best
together.
Friends. We were best
Of course.
friends. We were so close. Everybody was like jealous of our relationship, how close we were. And then that's why. So when I found out they were going to be on the show, I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Like, I mean, I wish they would have told me, because Lala, I get phone calls like right now. I guess they're casting they're looking for other housewives in Jersey.
Right.
I'm getting phone calls like as we speak. Like, I just got to, they just reached out to me. And like my own friends or even people that I don't even know so well let me know that casting is reaching out to them. And I'm like, oh, when they tell me, I'm like, good luck. My own family members didn't even tell me. So then when I got the phone call, I was like, all right, what am I going to do? And then imagine the first day of filming that happened at the christening. And I was just
I truly
shocked.
Can't even imagine. And you know what? It's going to take a lot to take you down. You've been through a lot of shit. Like, you're a fucking badass. And
thank you.
I want to go back.
Let me add one more thing.
Tell me,
Lala, why I'm a badass. Because I walk with my head up high, I walk with my head up, like, look, like how my father always said, walk with your head up high. You have nothing to have nothing to be ashamed of.
Of course not.
Because that's why I kind of resent my ex, because my ex made the mistake. He's the one that didn't file taxes. And I signed one closing document for a home that he was flipping. And I should have never signed that closing document. Like, if I did not sign that day, and it was legit. It was in a lawyer's office. I was buying a home, but he was flipping the homes. Just by signing that one, those documents for that one house, I went to jail. So I walk with my head up very proud and high, because I know I did not, I'm not a criminal.
No, you're a good human.
I didn't actually try to commit a crime. Like, I signed a
you
closing document.
You were a woman who trusted her husband at the time. Mm-hmm. And there are millions of women who do that every single day.
And I know if I wasn't on TV, I would have never went to jail. But because
they wanted to make an example out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's why I do walk with my head up. And that's what's sad, because like people judge me, and like, even girls on the show, they call me criminal. It's like, oh, please. Like, even like it's like, please, like, I like laugh at them, because it's like what you give is what you get. And I know I'm not a criminal, so if anybody's trying to call me that, it's like, like what a lot of people say, don't spit, like it comes back to you, right? Or like don't spin, like I don't know that saying. What's the saying?
I don't either, but I assume that if you spit into the wind, it's coming back to you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Ready to elevate your shopping experience? Then tune in to Amazon Live. For those of you who don't know Amazon Live, it's a shoppable video experience on Amazon where you can learn about the hottest products from influencers and creators like me, and shop while you're watching. On my channel, you'll find cruelty-free beauty must-haves, my go-to parenting products, basic wardrobe essentials, and my favorite things for Ocean and Sosa. I've even shared the cutest accessories and jewelry, and I wear a lot of my favorite finds. On Amazon Live, you can ask questions in the live chat and have fun with whoever is streaming. And there are some really fun people streaming, like Kyle Richards, Paige DeSorbo, and of course, yours truly. I actually just finished my new Amazon Live series called Mama Still Got It, where we brought a mix of hilarious personal stories, some solid parenting advice, and really fun interactive segments with special guests from my pod like Christina Kelly and Michelle Lally. During Mama Still Got It and my other Amazon Lives, I share a lot about my life as a single mom. My two beautiful girls, I talk about my pod, I share a lot of things that I'm not able to talk about on TV. My brother Easton often joins me during the lives. Ocean will make an appearance. My mama, of course, who's the true star of the show. And we always have the best time. Amazon Live is the perfect partnership for me as Amazon has really come through for me since becoming a mom. I have built such an incredible community on Amazon Live. Everyone is so sweet and always supportive, and it is such a positive and safe space for me. So thank you for being a part of my Amazon Live family. Head to amazon.com/Lala Live, where you'll be able to find all the episodes of my Amazon Live series, Mama Still Got It. For a limited time, use promo code Lala Live for $5 off an eligible product featured on my series. Promotion expires on December 22nd, 2024. There are limited supply of goods. Terms and conditions apply. For full promotion terms and conditions, go to amazon.com/Lala terms.
I would never put you in the category of criminal, but I do wonder, because you use the word resentment, but a lot of us have watched you with Juicy Joe, where you are able to have conversations with him, you're able to co-parent. How did you remove yourself from the equation for your kids? Because, I find that, I assume that would be extremely difficult.
Yeah, and Lala, I take care of everything. Like I do everything. Like and thank God, Louis is amazing too. And I mean, but because Joe doesn't make the money, he's in Bahamas, so that's where he lives. And
Yeah.
so I take care of everything. I mean, the kids have a small, a small amount of money that Joe gives them, but I pay for colleges, everything. It's all on me. So,
Incredible.
and I mean, trust me, I do it for my kids, I keep the peace for them, but I always tell them, please don't ever make the same mistake I did. Whoever you marry, ask a lot of questions. Don't be like me. And don't sign papers. I mean, unless your husband's 100% legit, is doing the right thing, it's like, even till today, I'll ask, I'll say to Joe, and Lala, I asked him for a year straight because I didn't sign the papers right away. They chased me for a year. Everybody else signed on the dotted line. I took almost a year to sign the contract because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So it's not like I signed the papers right away because I was like, what is this? I didn't know. And then sometimes me and Joe, we fight about it. He's like, your stupid show. He blames me still till today. No, you don't understand.
This stupid show catapulted me into the universe of being able to provide.
Right. And then I'm like, first of all, your stupid show. I'm like, I asked you, is everything legit? Is everything good with you? Because if you're not filing taxes, you dumbass, why are you going to tell me you want a TV show? I can't. I just can't. Please. When I think about this stuff, I just can't. So it's not my fault. It's it was his fault. And he did it to himself, and he had a partner that, wanted to screw him. So that's what happens too. And I think his partner maybe called the government, or the government went after his partner, and then I think his partner ratted me out because really he had a partner on a lot of these properties and his partner didn't go to jail. And his partner,
he rolled over. They sing like canaries when there's a chance that they could get off.
Because
that makes
him and
total
his partners
sense.
Owned a lot. He had a partner that he owned a lot of properties with, and his partner should have went to jail too, and he didn't. And I think his partner said, "Oh, Teresa signed," and I was on TV, so to them that would make such a great thing for TV.
Of course,
you know. Yeah.
And as a viewer, it definitely did, but it was heartbreaking. I've watched your show from the beginning, and everything from, the homemade sauce and your dad asking if one of the women was menstruating because the sauce would spoil. Do you still make the sauce every year?
No, I used to make it with my parents, and then it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But my kids still make it with my ex-mother-in-law.
That makes me very happy.
Yeah, so and then of course, she's sweet and she gives me some jars too. Yeah, she'll send some jars, or Gia will buy. Gia one year made 300 jars, so I still have.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and they don't go bad; they last.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
they only spoil if the person making them is on their period, right?
Correct. Yes.
I love that.
Give Them Lala is sponsored by BetterHelp. For some, wrapping up in a blanket with a mug of hot chocolate or watching a movie with family is the best way to spend the month of December. For others, it's all about the festive parties. However you spend the holidays, we want you to remember to take some time for you this holiday season and find some comfort. Therapy's a great way to bring yourself some comfort that never goes away, even when the season changes. Therapy from BetterHelp is helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it isn't just for those who have experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/GTL today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GTL.
As we're going into the holiday, are there any, because your family is obviously growing, your kids are older. We just talked about this tree. It's wild to me that we watched your children from the time, I mean, one of them, was it Adriana that you gave birth to?
Yeah,
On the show?
She's 15 now. Yes.
It's crazy to me because I now know how most viewers feel, where it's like, I know them. Like, I could roll up on Gia today and we would be best friends because, I know her.
Yeah.
And then I have to check myself and be like, no, bitch, you watched her on TV. She doesn't know who you are. You're an insane person. Do you have any regrets putting your children on television?
No, you know why? Because Gia's doing phenomenal. She's doing great. She's going to be on that show with the other Bravo kids. Did you hear about that?
Wait, tell me. I live under a rock, so tell me.
Oh,
I
okay,
think I
so-
heard something. It's like Kids of Bravo that are doing a show together, right?
Yes, a lot of So it's I don't want to give too much away because I don't know, because Bravo likes.
Yes.
They like to, but they did announce it. There's a show coming out. There's there's a few Bravo celebrities, Bravo children.
Okay. They are celebrities.
Well, yeah, that's how I'm trying to say the right verbiage. So yeah, Bravo, it's like whoever's on Bravo, the children, like some Bravo, what would you say, guests? No, not guests. Bravo celebrities.
Yeah.
How am I saying it?
The kids of the celebrity children of celebrity Bravo celebrities.
Yeah. So
I mean,
there's So I don't want to say, because every time I say it, they're like, don't say it. They're like, Bravo has to say it. But I think Bravo's did announce it already that it's coming out.
Well, I think that's how I heard about it, was through Bravo.
Yes. Okay. So you did hear about it. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So show's coming out, and they didn't announce when it's coming out, but early next year. And so I'm excited about it. Yeah. So it was out there that people took video of. So certain people were on it. Like, for instance, it's my daughter. Like, they were filmed from fans.
Right.
Like
it made its way to TMZ. Meredith Marks' son, Brooks, is on it.
Kim Zolciak's daughter, Ariana, and I'm going to stop it there.
You guys, the show's going to be
I'm
lit.
excited for this one.
Yeah, and there's more, but I'm going to stop it there because I don't know who else, if they know who else. So, but that was, that footage was out there, on social media because I remember I was filming and they took video of us, and that was out there.
It's really hard to keep things under wraps these days because there's the fandom, the level of fandom that the Bravo universe brings in. I mean, even you walking into House of Villains, every single person that was a part of that cast knew you because, again, you are a household name. Did you walk into House of Villains and know every single person? Like, were you familiar with them?
No, I didn't know. I don't think, except for Larsa, obviously, when she came after. I'm trying to think. I didn't know anyone. I'm like, I didn't know the Survivor.
Did you know?
I didn't know.
Did you know New York?
No, I didn't know New York either. No, I didn't know. I feel bad. I didn't know anyone. Yeah, I never watched Love and Hip Hop. I didn't know anyone. I'm trying to think. No, I didn't know Candy Muse. I didn't know anyone. But I loved everyone. Everyone was great.
Did you leave with friendships?
Oh, yes. I got along with everyone.
You're easy to get along with.
Yeah, even New York said sorry to me. And then I was just like, really? Okay. Yeah, I was like, okay.
I remember New York was on, I think, Flavor Flav or something. And she really made a name for herself. And I love Love and Hip Hop. So, of course, I knew Safari because, he likes to put his ding dong everywhere and it gets him into trouble.
I know we got along really great. I loved Safari as soon as because we liked fur coats together. Like Fox for coats. Yeah, he walked in with one. I was like, "Oh yeah, I love your coat." He's like, "I love your coat." So, yeah.
I
So
love it.
we were on point with the fashion. So I got along. I have to say with everyone. And I mean, of course, when Tiffany came for me, I was like, "What?" I was like, I thought that was like, I just laughed at her, and then she apologized to Louis at the premiere party, which I was happy. And I'm like, poor Louis. He always like everyone's always coming for Louis, and it's like because I guess they have nothing on me, so I guess they're trying to hurt me instead of and I guess they know to hurt me, it's like of course hurt someone that she loves.
Of course.
Oh,
That's
poor
like
Louis is just taking
he's just taking hits for
shots
his
for
wife.
no reason.
Hits
I
for his
know.
wife.
It's not fair. I know.
Did you always want, I'm the type where I always thought I was going to have boys only because a psychic told me that I was going to have all boys. So it did come as a shock when I'm here with 2 girls. And it did also make me question
I guess
psychics.
that psychic was a bad psychic.
I was about to say, you probably at least
Multiple.
has a
I'm
job.
like, are psychics real?
No.
I don't know.
Not
Did
that
you
one.
ever want a boy? You're such a fantastic girl mom.
Yes, I did want a boy because I just wanted to. I used to always say to Joe, "I want to see what a boy looks like."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did want a boy, but now I have 2 stepsons.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is it difficult stepping in as like, I don't want to say mother figure because they're old. How old are they?
Yeah, I mean, we have Louis. We call him Little Louis because his father's Louis too. So we call him Little Louis. So Louis he just turned 21. We just celebrated his 21st birthday this past weekend in Vegas.
Oh, how
Oh, I was gonna
fun.
say-
Yeah, we had
that's
so much
lit.
fun. We saw Dom Dollar, we saw John Summit and Calvin Harris in Las Vegas. We had the best time.
I just think it would be so fucking wild to like have a totally normal life. You're like kicking it with your dad, and all of this sudden, Teresa Giudice is now your stepmom.
What
Like it would be fucking wild.
No, you couldn't even wish for that.
Yeah,
That's an
no,
unreal
and you know
wishing.
what? We get along so good, and he I know he always tells me he loves me. He writes me the nicest cards, and he's the sweetest like boy. I mean, young man. He is I adore him. He's like I couldn't ask for a better stepson.
I'm so happy
You would
for
have been.
you.
I feel like I see you cheering at like little league games. You would have been the best mom. I feel like I would have been like, that's my mom cheering for me over there.
Well,
That's what I
she
said.
did that with
yeah.
her girls. I mean, now
Yeah.
she's going to Michigan
When I-
football games, which I'm
Oh,
so jealous
even
of.
better.
Yeah,
With
when
the
I
Little League
first
stuff.
met him, he was playing soccer and he was a senior. So when I
Oh,
first,
the
yeah,
best.
so I watched his games. Yeah, he was really good.
Oh,
And
fun.
how many?
Yeah.
Who of the kids are still in the house?
Well, little Louis lives here. Gia lives
Okay.
here.
Love
and
it.
Gabriella just got home. She's at the University of Michigan. And Melania is at the University of Tampa. And this week she's not coming home for Thanksgiving. She's in the Bahamas with her dad. So
Okay.
she's spending Thanksgiving with him. So he only has one, and I have the rest. And Adriana lives here, and she's 15. And then Louis has another son, Nicholas, that's 23, Gia's age, and he has autism, and he lives with his mom. And we see him every other weekend, or if he's busy, or every other, like we try to do it every other weekend or every 2 weekends. Like it depends on our schedules because we're really, he's busy. He has things going on. We have things going on, but like he loves coming here. He loves the girls. They get along so good, and yeah,
It's like a party house. It's like that was my dream growing up. I always hated the fact that there were only 2 of us because my half brother, who I only call my brother, I don't throw the half in, but he's 15 years older, so he had his own thing going on. And I always wanted just like a house full of kids, or I guess grown adult children. And I wonder, like, what is Christmas going to look like at your house now? Because you have older kids. The parents are not together, so they got to bop around. What is the tradition that you're going to try to keep?
I do Christmas Eve. So the kids are always with me Christmas Eve. And then we stay, we eat dinner, have dessert. And then at 12 o'clock, we open gifts. So they stay with me the whole Christmas Eve. So we start eating like, I would say, I don't know, like we start a little early. Like we start having appetizers, maybe like 7. and then maybe eat dinner around 8 or 9, like that, and then we
Yeah.
just hang around, talk, play
The
music,
best.
and then that's it. And then have dessert, and then 12 o'clock we open gifts, and that's it. And then the next day, Christmas Day, we veg, and the kids like Gia goes to her boyfriends. They go see. They're very close to Joe's family, so all the girls go see Joe's family, and little Louis, I'm sure Christmas Day he goes to he's gonna go see his mom,
Yeah.
like that.
Do you guys draw names? I know this is a silly question. Do you draw names? Because since there's like 500 of you, does each person, or do you guys go all out? It's like
No,
you see a gift.
Yeah, we still buy gifts for all of us, but Gia's and the girls, they pick out of a hat because there's 11 girls on Joe's side. Like we have 4 girls. Joe's sister has 4 girls, and Joe's brother has 3 girls. So there's 11.
Any boys in the mix? No boys?
No boys.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like my dream. That's my
so
dream.
they all pick out of a name, and they buy one gift for each other. And there's like, I think whatever, over $150 limit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that. So that's what they do. Which
I
is
like
good
that.
because one year I had to buy for all the kids. It was like a lot,
No, that is a lot, and it gets expensive. And I don't care if you're freaking balling. You're also you're taking my time away, where I have to like. I'm not big on gifts, Teresa. Like, I don't care if I receive them. I'm the worst at giving them.
Yeah,
so
I'm the same way. It's just a lot. Like it's a lot of work for one day. It's just a lot of work.
I like the day. I love that you guys veg during the day and just enjoy each other, because that for me is what it's all about. And I also don't like the cooking part, which is why I dismiss myself every time. Are you cooking for the family, or are you having it catered?
Thanksgiving, we're gonna cook. Louis and I are gonna cook together, and then Christmas Eve, I used to cook with my parents. It's just too much with cooking all the fish. I'm not, I don't like cooking all the fish.
What fish do you make?
Well, we do the 7 fishes. You ever hear the 7 fishes?
Okay, yes.
Yeah. So like we just Italians eat all fish, like fried calamari. I like shrimp arrabbiata. I'll buy whatever fish. I mean, this is what I do. I order the food. So like, yeah, now I order from a great Italian restaurant, and I whatever we feel like, even like or Chilean sea bass or bronzino. So it's like we're big on fish, and then but Louis doesn't like fish, so he just likes shrimp and shrimp. He likes fried calamari, but he doesn't like the sea bass and anything. So I'll get him either like a meat or a chicken.
Is
so like,
Louis Italian?
he's Spanish.
His
mom is Dominican, and his father is half Mexican, half Puerto Rican.
Oh my gosh, you guys have that combination with the Italian is like all the culture in the world, and I'm so freaking jealous.
And I love my Hispanic husband. I do. Like, he's very spicy. Yes, I like that.
Did you know today is a great day to warranty? Well, actually, every day is a great day when you're not worrying about your appliances and home systems. And that's what you get with American Home Shield Warranty. I signed up with American Home Shield the moment I decided to buy my house. With an American Home Shield warranty, unexpected breakdowns like a leaky faucet or faulty water heater won't break the bank, because covered repairs and replacements are taken care of just like that. And not by me, my mom, or Easton. We wouldn't know the first thing to do if something stopped working in this house. I just contact American Home Shield when a covered item breaks, and their trusted and qualified pros will fix or replace it based on the coverage limits in your agreement. So having that sort of reassurance from American Home Shield is something to celebrate. When it comes to protecting your appliances and home systems, don't worry, be warranty. Visit ahs.com/GTL today to get 20% off any plan. That's ahs.com/GTL for 20% off any plan. For more details, see ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions.
What was like the point in time where you were like, this person's going to be my husband? Like, what about him just changed it all for you compared to most guys that you'd been with?
Like, when I first met him, he just was such a gentleman, just really sweet. Like, like I met him, we were walking, just literally walking, walking by. I was with my 2 girlfriends. He's packing up his house, his shore house. He's first time at the shore. He was leaving the shore. And that was it. And then I was pointing at his car, and I thought I waved. So he waved back, and my married friend's like, I'm gonna go talk to him. So because I was with me, and then my other friend was single, and then I had a married friend. So my married friend's like, I'm gonna go talk to him. So she went to go talk to him.
Yes, always count on the married friend. They
I
have
know,
nothing to lose.
And then she was like, I know. And then her husband's like, oh, Dana went to go talk to him. I'm like, yeah, but it was just, she obviously did it for me,
Yeah, it's called a wing woman.
Yeah, we all need one.
Exactly, a wing woman. So like she went to go talk to him. And then I said to my other friend, I'm like, well, let's go. We can't leave her by herself. Let's just go say hi. So we went to go say hi. I'm like, and then we all introduced ourselves. We shook hands or whatever. And that was it. And then, yeah, I mean, and that was it. And then we left, and then he came driving up in his car. And when his son was there, when I met him, and then I guess his son said, Daddy, did you know who that was? And he didn't know at first. Yeah. So Louis like, that's Teresa. So then he came driving up to us, because then we said bye and we left. And I don't even remember his son there, Lala, because I guess I was like a little nervous,
Yeah.
And he
flustered.
Yeah, he was
Flustered.
handsome. He was handsome. And I was just like, but then all of a sudden he comes driving up to us as we're walking, and he's like, my son wanted to know why I didn't ask for your number, Teresa. And then then I got embarrassed. I got embarrassed because his son and his girlfriend were in the back seat, and I was like, I got embarrassed. So I was like, well, before we left, he gave me his business card. So I said, well, I have your business card. I'll text you. Because he gave me one and he gave Dana one, the married friend, because he only had two of them on him, and then he left. And then after that, my girlfriend took my phone, Dana, and she texted him.
I love Dana.
Yeah, she was a good wing woman. Yeah, and then that was it. And then
if I come out your way, can we bring Dana out and she can be my wing woman?
Yes, yeah.
Because 2025, Teresa, it's freaking on. I'm going to get all the Donkey Kong.
Oh,
in the
you
world.
wouldn't have a problem. Trust me.
Teresa, don't let it happen.
Beautiful.
No.
You're so kind. I want to know, because Jersey is on pause. If you could put together Jersey cast with OGs, who would you pluck and put back into the mix for the next season of Jersey?
I think it would be obviously me.
Obviously.
Jennifer, Aiden, Dolores, Jackie Goldschneider.
Really?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we listen. She said sorry to me. I already knew she was talking. I already knew she was doing what she was doing. I already knew it because I hurt her. So I get it. See, Lala, if I throw the first punch and you come for me, I get it, girl. I'm like, all right. My hands are up. You're right. I came for you first. I'm sorry. So I knew that her hands were dirty somehow. I already knew.
Okay.
But with Margaret, like, she came to my wedding and I thought she was my friend, and she was in that whole thing the whole time too. And it's like, really? You're supposed to be my friend. Why are you doing that? So that's why and even my sister-in-law, she tries to play clean too. It's like they were all in it, and I already know. So it's like, that's why it's just so funny to me.
Do you still talk to Danielle Staub?
No, because you know what? I tried with her and she's just like all over the place, It's
a little
just like,
chaotic.
Yeah, I just can't no more. I'm like done with that. Yeah, yeah, it's just, she's like wishy-washy, like a yo-yo. It's like, I can't, it's just like, I don't know if like everything she's been through, I don't know. It's just, I can't. It's
yeah, and I get that. I feel like you've reached a point in your life where you have peace, and there are moments, and I've had this as well, where people say, would you ever make up with so-and-so? And it's like, you kind of have to look at your life and go, do I feel peace right now? Yes. So what would be the point?
I mean, Lala, you don't even see, if you really watched my show, remember when I pushed Andy Cohen?
Yes, it was iconic.
Okay. She said to me that I didn't go see my nephew when he was born in the hospital.
Taria, I have watched every single episode.
So you know where she got that from? You know where Danielle got that from?
Melissa tweeted her, right?
Melissa
or called her.
They were emailing each other.
Yeah, no, that would be very hurtful.
Yeah, like I did not know that. Like, you see, this is how clueless I was back then, because I never thought that my sister-in-law would do that. Like, so here I am, was so mad at Danielle. Meanwhile, it never dawned on me that Melissa and her were emailing each other. And that's where Danielle got that from. Like, I'm telling you, I would have took a bullet that day and be like, no way did my sister-in-law do, like, I didn't believe it. Like, I really I thought Danielle was coming for me and then to find out that my sister-in-law told her that's why she said that. And Danielle never said that on the show. Right? She told me that personally. She never outed my sister-in-law. You know what she said to me? Because I never wanted you and her to fight because of me. And I'm like, we were on a TV show. You should have just said the truth. You know what I mean? So it's like,
exactly.
Meanwhile, she came for me and said stuff that I said. Meanwhile, the person that really did all of that to you, that really hurt you, and you never outed her. You know, like they were emailing each other the whole time, I guess, because she didn't want to look like the bad person, because they were doing it, off camera. I have no idea. I can't.
You
tell
never know which way. I mean, the level of stamina you have to continue this shit when cameras are down. When cameras go down, I go live a good fucking life.
That was happening before my sister-in-law even came on. That's what got her on, because then Bravo saw how angry I got when she mentioned my nephew, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is gonna make great TV."
The body checking of Andy Cohen, the strength on you, bitch, is fucking next level. I mean, it was like he was like a little hacky sack. Like, you could have punted his ass to fucking, where did you film? Were you in Jersey when you filmed that? His ass would have been all the way to Los Angeles. I was shook. Table flipping.
I know. I used to be crazy. I used to be like, I would go from 0 to 100 so quick. Yeah, I really would. Like,
I relate.
I definitely calmed down now, which I'm so glad I have,
All right, my loves, holiday season is fast approaching, but do not worry, because I'm here to help. I'm going to tell you one of my secrets: Etsy. Etsy knows what kind of holiday gifting reactions you're looking for this year. The screams of delight, the happy tears, maybe spontaneous joyful singing. Am I right? Well, to get those kinds of reactions, you need to make sure everyone in your life feels heard with homemade, handpicked, and designed gifts from the small shops of Etsy. I already have my eye on a pair of monogrammed gold earrings for my mom, and some cute personalized bibs for baby Sosa, and an adorable personalized necklace for O. Etsy makes it so simple to find original items that will make everyone on your list feel extra special. So shop Etsy this holiday season for personalized jewelry, custom artwork, cozy style items, vintage pieces, and home decor to celebrate all of your favorite people and their specific kind of special. For original gifts that say, I get you, Etsy has it.
When newbies come on, because you're like the OG of iconic moments, from the Andy Cohen to the table flipping, just like who you are, you show up and you have these like effortless, iconic moments. When people come on, do you watch other Housewives, or do you steer clear?
Yeah, now that like I have more time, I do. Like when I have time, I like right now I'm watching Salt Lake City. I'm watching like a little bit of Potomac. Yeah,
Potomac is so great.
Yeah, I watch Dubai.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a heavy hitter when it comes to all of the Housewives, but like I'll go back and watch OG RHONY, OG Jersey. But do you watch newbies come on and you're like, girl, you've clearly watched too much Housewives. You are really trying to have that moment and it's not hitting because it's not authentic. Like you can tell that you're trying to create the moment.
Yes. Yeah. That happened on our season, like this year.
Ooh, can you tell me what moment that sticks out in your mind?
Well, I mean, come on, we're in 2020. We're in 2025 now. Well, no, 2024, and we're going to. I mean, you can't put your hands on anyone. Like you just can't, or you shouldn't get into someone's personal space. Like you can't get into someone's face so close and expect someone not to. Because I'm sorry, if somebody got into my face that close too, I think I would push them. And I always like if somebody talks so close to me, I move back. I do move back because I don't want to smell your breath. Sorry. No. I'm like, I don't want to smell your breath. Like we should have a lot of distance between us and speak that way. I don't get so close into my face.
That's what I
And
love about Dolores. She's like, oh yeah, if someone got that close, I'd fucking hit him. I'm like,
yeah, because
yo,
you can't let
gangster.
like if you feel like you're being like like your space is being invaded. Yeah, I mean I don't like that. Like you can't like scream and spit into someone's face as you're talking to them. Like you can't do that.
Right.
Just have a normal. It's called Housewives. Yeah, have a normal conversation. Like like keep distance between us. Not don't get into somebody's face like that.
My last question before we sign off. When season 1 happened and and when I say just, I don't mean that in a derogatory or demeaning way, but you were a mom and you were a wife. Did you ever in a million years think that this was going to catapult you into such fame?
No.
What were your hopes and dreams? Did you have like hopes and dreams of other things besides housewife and mom?
I did the show because I wanted to I was like bored doing the same thing every single day. So I'm like, oh, this will be fun. Like they're just gonna, they're gonna film us what we're actually doing, and
Yeah.
because sometimes in mom life, like if you're doing the same thing, like if I work out every day, so like you stay out in your workout clothes, but like filming, it's like you get more dressed up. So like that to me was like fun, getting more dressed up. But no, I didn't think it was gonna ever become what it was. Never.
Absolutely insane to me.
Well, just like you, I'm sure when you started, you didn't think the same, right? Did you think it
Well,
was going to be?
I think that's the difference between Housewives back when you first started and with the show that I was on, because our show was based on a group of people working at a restaurant who we were really hoping for a big break. When we weren't working at the restaurant, we were going on auditions. We moved to LA with a purpose. So for me, it was like, I certainly didn't think that this was going to be the end all be all. I never thought I'd be on reality TV. But when you started Housewives, it was just unknown. It was
Yeah.
very new. I think you guys were the second or third Housewives franchise to exist?
Yeah, I think New York was on and Orange
And
County.
OC. Yeah.
And then it was us. So like I didn't even watch the other shows. So I didn't know and I didn't even go watch it before I signed the contract because I was so busy with the 3 kids. So I didn't even like I didn't watch any TV. Like always Barney, Elmo, Dora.
Yeah.
That's what was on my TV. That's what I used to watch. So I never watched any TV. Yeah. And then by the time and then at nighttime when I went to bed, I would like pass out. I'm sure that's how you are now, right?
Oh, if pure exhaustion.
Yeah.
And I too only get ready for a camera unless it's my own podcast, and then I look like this every single day because I'm doing well to not be covered in spit up at this point.
Right. Yeah, I know.
That to me is a win. I had the best time with you on the pod. I'm so excited to do yours. What do you have going on? Is House of Villains wrapped? What are we doing? What are we on to?
No, House of Villains is still going. So yes, keep that's every Thursday night at 10 p.m. I think it's not going to be on this Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. But yeah, it's still going. I think it's going to be on a few more weeks. So stay tuned. Yeah, and then what else do I have going on? That's it. I mean, I'm doing appearances. Here I've been doing drag shows, which I've never been to a drag show before, and I love it. Have so much fun.
Good.
They're like, yeah. And then I have a lip collection that just came out. I collaborated with Christian Audette. So Lips by Teresa.
I've been seeing this on your Instagram. So it's Lips by Teresa?
Yeah, so it's like three lipstick colors. It's called Best. One's Besso. It's like a red. And then there's I Do. It's like a nudie beige. And then there's 365. Like 300, like you can wear it 365 days. It's like a mauve nude.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah. And then I have this lip gloss called Love Bomb.
Oh, I love that name.
Yeah. So yeah. So did you see all the names like Love Bomb, like 360? You know that movie 365, 365 days? Yes. So I'm obsessed with that movie. I love that movie. So
I love how you named them.
It's like a lipstick that you wear 365 days, Love Bomb. And it's about like I want to put the love out there because I wish like I want everybody to have like the love that me and Louie have. So it's like I want to, like I want you to
send
find
that my way. I'm taking
and that's
it
what I
all.
want. Yeah. So like the I do, and then what else? And what's the other one? I do love on
Best?
beso. Beso. I picked get kiss.
Beso. Okay, like kiss.
Beso. Beso means kiss
Sexy.
in Spanish. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much for being on the Give Them Lala podcast, Tree. You really are amazing.
Thank you. This was so much fun. We gotta do it more often. Yeah.
Please, I would love
Yeah.
it. And I'm going to come when I make it out
And
of
I
my
love that
mommy
you do it
bubble.
with your brother. I love that you
Hey,
do it with your
thank
brother.
you.
Hey,
have
we
fun.
keep it in the pod. It's the Lala
Yeah,
pod,
and
cast.
always stay close. I love that. That makes me
Well,
really
he's
happy.
never
Thank
getting a
you.
wife. That's what I've learned
Well,
from
if it would fuck up what we
from
had,
this
no way.
No, what I've learned from this podcast episode is no new friends.
Well, the
Or
only
lovers.
thing is, I know when new blood comes in, that's when things change. But you have to tell whoever on both your sides. Listen, my sibling. Can you please make it work with my sibling? Please don't. It's like is it only used to?
And our older brother, who's 48, but he's got an amazing wife, and we're all very close.
See, that's nice. See, that's the thing. You don't want to you have each other, so you want to keep that family. It's like sad because I only have one brother, and now I feel like and I lost my parents, so I feel like I'm an orphan. But it's okay because I have my 4 daughters, and I have my husband, and I have my stepson. So I'm blessed. I'm really blessed.
I love that word. Blessed, that is the word that I
Right.
live and die by. So thank you so much again, Teresa.
Yes,
and
thank
thank
you.
you guys for listening to another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. I hope that you stay blessed. I hope that it's just love, love, love. And I will catch you
Yeah.
next week. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I get all 3? I'm getting really good at that.